All right, good morning. We're going to go ahead and get started with our gentle yoga, and it's nice to have you both here. All right, so let's start in our seated posture. And I do recommend, I always use like a folded blanket. You can use a towel, pillow, just something under your hips. And we do that because if you raise your seat up a little bit, and you can even do this in the car, or if you're just sitting for a long time at your desk, if you put a small pillow or folded towel under your hips and it raises your hips up a little bit, what that does is it helps you to sit with a nice straight back and you won't be slouching like this. So if you do tend to get lower back strain or pain, that could help relieve that, all right? Especially if you're driving for a while or traveling, things like that, I recommend that. All right, so comfortable seated posture. And you can always stretch your legs out if you're not comfortable sitting cross-legged, and just close your eyes for a moment. Take a nice deep breath in and out through your nose. Lengthening from the base of the spine, up the back, through the neck, through the top of your head. And relax down through the forehead and around your eyes. Relax your nose, your cheeks, the corners of your mouth. Relax your jaw. Down through the neck, throat, shoulders. Let your arms relax all the way down through your fingertips. And take a nice, slow, deep breath. Relax through the upper back, chest and lungs, your heart center, your abdomen, lower back, your hips, your pelvis, all the way down the legs to your feet and your toes. And now focus on your breath. So count to yourself the length of your inhale, count again the length of your exhale. So we're going to try to even out your breath. When your breath is slow, relaxed, and even, you'll find that you'll feel relaxed. You'll feel calm. Good. With your next exhale, let's start by bringing the chin forward. Let your head hang down and bring your chest up towards your chin. And feel that stretch to the back of your neck into your upper back and shoulders, and just hold. And let your head roll to one side. And then around to the back. Let your head hang back, relax your jaw. And then over to the other side. And bring your head back down to the front. Let's do a few circles. Inhale, roll your head to the back. Exhale, back to the front. And do about 3 circles to each side. Try to keep your jaw relaxed. If your neck feels tight, sometimes for me, if I sleep wrong or something, my next day, just move very slowly and only hang your head back as far as you feel comfortable. Be very gentle with the stretch. And then I do recommend, setting a reminder throughout the day, maybe every few hours, doing a little bit of stretching as well if you do have some tight muscles. Good. When you're done with the neck rolls, let your head hang down and clasp the hands together. Just lay them gently on the back of your head so you add a little weight to the stretch. Just hold. And then bring your head back up to center. One hand on the head, the other one can just rest on your leg. And draw the ear towards your shoulder and hold. Good, and then over to the other side. Okay, and go ahead and bring your head back to center, and then you can look from side to side, back and forth. Good, and let your head come right back to center. All right, reach out and up. Inhale and stretch. And just clasp your hands together. Let the palms reach up. Exhale to one side. Nice deep stretch. Inhale as you come up. Exhale over. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale over. Good, and right back to center and draw back slightly with those arms. Let your fingertips touch. Inhale, exhale as you reach out and down. And let's clasp the hands behind your back. Gently roll those shoulders back. Stretch. And relax. Let's go ahead and reach forward. Fingertips touch your shoulders. Do some nice big circles. And we'll change direction. Good, and relax. Let your arms come down, stretch your legs out in front of you. Just rock your feet in and out a couple of times. Relax your legs. All right, I'm actually going to have us start on our backs today. I want to do some work on the loosening up that lower back and the hips before we kind of get started. So if you want extra padding and you have a towel or blanket, feel free to put that down. I'm on hard floors, so I need to have a little extra padding. All right, coming down onto your back, you want to draw the knees into your chest like this. So you always want to come down with your knees tucked in so you don't strain your back. And then just clasp your hands together over your legs and relax. Rock a little bit from side to side. Take a nice deep breath. Good. Holding on to those legs, I want you to draw the knees in and then roll them out away from you like you're making a big circle with your knees. Drawing a big circle. And you're massaging kind of down into that tailbone area. Good. Let's change direction. And let's place both feet down onto the mat and open your feet wide so you have one foot on either edge of your mat. And just let your right knee drop down towards your left foot. Feel that stretch right across your upper thigh. You might feel it through your abdomen as well. Okay, let's do the other side. Drop the left knee down towards your right foot and just hold. Relax. I want you to, as you move through your hatha yoga practice, the exercise, working with your body, I want you to really focus. Keep drawing your awareness back to the moment. Notice how you feel. Let's go back and forth. Drop one knee down and then the other knee. And so essentially what you're practicing is being in the moment. Just being aware and in the moment. Not really judging or having conversation in your head, but rather just observing. Good. Bring your knees back to center, feet about hip distance apart. All right, let's draw the right knee in first, and you can clasp your hands right across that knee. Draw that knee in and rotate your right ankle. Big circle with your foot and change direction. Good. Clasp your hands behind your leg. Extend your legs straight up towards the ceiling. Push out through the heel and just hold for a moment. Good. And then go ahead and bend your right knee. Lay that right ankle across your left knee. And just take your right hand, place it on your right leg, and gently kind of bounce your knee away from you, or you should feel it in the hip, right? Or the sort of leg and hip come together. Just kind of gently rock that a little bit. Good. Now we're going to go a little deeper with the stretch. Bring your legs in. You take your right hand and put it through the legs. And you can either clasp your hands together behind that left leg or even across that left shin, whatever feels comfortable. Head, neck, and shoulders should be relaxed onto the mat. And you're gently drawing in. Now we're just starting to warm up, so this is going to feel a little tight. That's okay. Just rock a little bit if that feels good from side to side. Nice, slow, deep breath here. All right, let's undo the legs. Place your right foot onto the mat. Clasp your hands across that left knee. Draw your left knee in. Let's rotate and make a big circle with your foot. So rotate that ankle. And change direction. And clasp your hands behind that left leg. Extend your legs straight up towards the ceiling. Push out through the heel and hold. Good. Let's relax. Bend that knee. Place that left ankle across your right knee, and you can gently bounce the leg a little bit. Stretch out that hip. Good. And then draw both legs in. Your left hand goes through the legs. And you can hold on to the back of your right leg or across that right shin, whatever feels comfortable. Head, neck, and shoulders should feel relaxed on the floor. And then just rock. If that feels good to move a little bit from left to right, side to side, you can add that in. Nice, slow, deep breath. Good. And relax. Go ahead and undo the legs. And place your feet hip distance apart on the mat. Knees are still bent. Arms rest by your sides. Let's press the back into the mat. Press your feet down. Raise your hips up into a nice arch. And let's hold. And then inhale. As you exhale, roll down slowly. And let's go ahead and draw the knees back into the chest so you can relax your back. All right, we're going to do another bridge pose. We're going to add a shoulder stretch. So feet on the mat, hip distance apart. Start with your arms by your side. Press your back into the floor. Press your feet down and then raise your hips up. And once you're up in a nice bridge posture, I want you to clasp your hands together. You kind of have to roll each shoulder back and under. Clasp your hands together under your back and hold. Keep your feet firmly on the mat. And inhale, as you exhale, relax your shoulders, roll down slowly. And then go ahead and bring your knees up into your chest, relax your back and rock a little bit from side to side. All right, so let's keep those knees tucked in. Open your arms out to your sides now. And I'm going to have you go to your left. So you're going to lower the legs all the way down to the floor. Let your knees touch the floor. Let your feet rest on the floor if you want to get comfortable. And then turn your head over to the right. And this will help draw that right shoulder to the floor. Okay. So you want your shoulder to be relaxed. So even if the knees don't touch, let your feet touch, let the shoulder be relaxed. And then you can always take your left hand, place it on your knees and gently draw down if you want to increase that stretch, and breathe. You can even close your eyes here if you like and just get relaxed. And with each exhale, you feel like your body's stretching just a little bit deeper, a little further, like all the tension's melting away. Good. Bring your knees to center. Inhale as you come up, and let's go over to the other side. So now you're going to go to the right. Turn your head, look out towards your left hand. You can put your right hand on your knees if you like and draw down and hold. 2, and 3. Good, and let your knees come back up to center. Just rock a little bit. All right, so I'm going to bring us up. I want to bring you up to a seated posture. So there's 2 ways. You can roll to your side and just use your hands to help yourself sit up, or you can hold onto the back of your legs and you're going to swing your feet and rock yourself up. Okay, so you can come up in 2 different ways. Good. And then from here, we're going to come up to standing. No, you know what? Let's come over into the hands and knees. I want to do a little bit more with our hips and back before we stand up. So I'm actually going to fold the blanket in half because I like having extra padding under my knees. So let's come into the cat-tail, dog-tail stance, or the table pose, I guess it's called. Hands under the shoulders, knees hip distance. And then when you're ready, you'll tuck your chin in, round your back and shoulders as you exhale. And then arch your back, look up and inhale. Good, exhale. Inhale. And just move at your own pace. Feel that stretch right through your abdomen, through your lower back, through the neck, the shoulders. All right, inhale. As you exhale, bring your hips back to your heels, forehead to the mat, and reach all the way out through your fingertips and stretch. Okay, we're going to do a downward dog. So I want your hands a little bit wider than the shoulders. And you're reaching out in front of you. Come up onto the hands and knees. Let your toes curl under. Lift your hips. Keep your knees slightly bent. And just press your back or your chest back towards your legs and stretch. And let's do a runner stretch where you bend one knee, you push your opposite heel to the mat, just alternating your legs back and forth. All right, bring your shoulders forward, let your knees touch down to the mat. Sit back towards the right heel, twist over to the left and stretch. 2, 3, and 4. One more breath. 5. Good. Let's do the other side. This is a great stretch for that lower back. So we're going to sit towards the left heel, reach over to the right and twist and hold. And 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. And come right back up to center. Let's slide the right knee all the way up. Turn your heel in. Stretch your left leg back. And then look forward. Nice stretch as you inhale. Exhale, come on down. And you can rest like this on your elbows, or you can bring your forehead all the way down to your forearms. And relax. And just focus on your breath. Good. Let's do one more. And bring your chest up, hands firmly on the mat. You're on the ball of the back foot. You're going to build some strength here in the arms. You're going to lift your hips, step your right foot back, and stretch back. Good. Shoulders come forward, knees come down to the mat. Left knee slides up. Turn your heel in. Stretch your right leg back. Go ahead and look forward as you inhale and stretch. And then exhale as you come on down and rest your forehead down onto your forearms and just relax. And breathe. 2. And 3. And 4. All right. Hands firmly on the mat. One more time. Press back into your downward dog and stretch. All right, let's bring the shoulders forward. Let your knees touch down to the mat. And I'm actually going to bring you down onto your stomach. So lower yourself all the way down into the floor, into the mat. And we're going to do what's called the grasshopper pose. So I'm going to have you extend. These are leg lifts. So you're going to extend your left arm out. So I got my left arm. And I want you to roll onto your left side. So your head will just rest on your arm. And the leg that's on the floor, your left leg, bend it so the foot goes behind you. And this way you're not going to fall forwards or backwards. Now, if this is not comfortable for your arm, or you want to just do a different variation, you can also just bend your elbow and support your head. So you can do it like that, or you can have the arm down resting on your arm, your head on your arm. And then your right hand is on the floor in front of you for balance. What you're going to do is you're going to lift that right leg up and down and 2, 3, we'll do 12 on each side, 4, and 5. Keep the leg nice and straight, 6, and pressing out through the heel, 7. You can also point the toes if you want, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. And then go ahead and come on to your front, and we're going to switch arms, switch sides. So you'll extend that right arm out, or you can be propping your head up on your arm, whatever you prefer. The bottom leg, your right leg is bent, so the foot goes behind you, and that way you're not going to fall forwards or backwards. So you've got your left hand in front of you for balance. And you're just going to open that left leg up and down. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. All right, we're going to come onto our front again. And this time, I want you to rest on your chin. Put your arms by your sides with the palms facing upward. And you can have the feet apart. And with your next inhale, just gently lift your chest up and down. We'll do that a few times. Up as you inhale, exhale as you come back down. And lift. It's okay if the feet come off the floor, and if you like the feet together, that's fine. I like my feet apart. It feels more comfortable for my back. Let's do 2 more. Inhale as you come up. Exhale down, and 1 more. Okay, so building a little bit of back strength there. Now we're going to put the hands next to your chest. I want you to press up onto your hands and knees, and let's round that back. So you're going to bring your hips back towards your heels. So after doing the leg lifts, and we just did a variation on the cobra, I want you to rock your hips a little bit from side to side. You can rest one arm on top of the other if you like, and put your forehead on your forearms if that's comfortable for you. You can also have your forehead on the mat with the arms by your sides in the full child's pose. Just relax that lower back. All right, bring yourself up into a kneeling posture. So come on up. Let's curl the toes under, stretch your feet for just a moment. And from here, we're going to come on up so you can put the blanket to the side or towel or whatever you're using, and bring yourself up to standing. Good. Let me adjust my camera just a little bit so you can see me better. Okay. All right, so let's have the feet about hip distance, hands on the hips. We'll do a little twisting. So knees are soft, you're leaning forward. Roll around to the back as you inhale, exhale back to the front. Good, let's change direction. And we'll come back to center. Inhale, as you exhale, you're folding into your front bend. Let your arms hang, your head hang, sway gently from side to side. Just let your head, arms, shoulders, let everything just hang. Okay, reach for the floor. So bend your knees, reach for the floor. Let's do a squat. We're going to come down for a moment. Good. And then back into a front bend. And then back down to a squat. And then a front bend again. All right, bring your chest up, hands come onto the hips. Inhale as you come on up. Support your back. So you're going to put the heel of the hands right under the rib cage, fingers point towards the floor. Lift through the chest, gently lean back, and then come right back up to standing. Good. Let's bring the feet closer together now. Inhale, reach out and up. And reach to the ceiling. Exhale, lean to one side. Inhale as you come up. Exhale over. Inhale to center. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Come right back to center. Inhale, exhale. Go ahead and let your arms come out and down. All right. Let's place the hands on the hips, the feet about hip distance. We're going to do a little balance this morning. So we're going to practice our tree pose. All right. So you can shift your weight onto either leg, whichever one feels comfortable. Find a point to stare at. Hips are forward. Let your knee turn to the side. So you can balance with your toes lightly touching the mat, or bring the foot right above the ankle, or draw that foot up above your knee. The thigh and the foot have to press together, so you kind of have to tighten your buttock muscles to hold it there. So either way, pick any variation you like. And then when you feel like you've got some balance, you can bring your hands to your heart or reach above your head. Relax your gaze. Allow your breath to slow down and deepen. Good, and relax. Come down on that side. Good. Let's try the other side. Hips forward, knee turns out to the side. Toes can touch the mat or be on the calf, the side of your calf, or draw it above the knee. You don't want to use the knee as a ledge, so either have the foot above or below the knee. Find your point to stare at. Allow yourself to relax. Allow the breath to slow down. Bring the hands to the heart when you're ready, and just hold. And breathe. Good, and relax. Go ahead and bring your foot down on that side. Feet about hip distance. Let's hang in the front bend. And go ahead and sway gently from side to side and just relax your back. Come down to your squat. So bend your knees, get your hands to the floor for balance, and come on down. That's a good opposite stretch from your front bend, is to do a squat. And then from here, let's come on down onto the mat. So look at the time, and I'm going to bring you back onto your back. So go ahead and stretch out your blanket if you like that extra padding. And then when you're ready, bring yourself down onto your back again. Go ahead and draw the knees into the chest. Take a nice deep breath. Relax and rock a little bit from side to side. Stretch yourself all the way down onto the floor and reach your arms beyond your head and stretch like you're being pulled from one side of the room to the other. This always makes me yawn every time I do this stretch. So go ahead and stretch. Good. And then go ahead and bring your arms down by your sides. Rock your feet in and out and just let your feet fall out to the sides. Close your eyes softly. Take a nice deep breath. And just allow the floor to support you. Allow your body to relax. And continue to relax from the top of the head down through the forehead. Relax around your eyes. Relax your jaw. Relax through the neck, throat, from your shoulders all the way down the arms to your fingertips. And then back up through your shoulders. Relax your upper back, your chest and lungs, your heart center, through the abdomen, through the lower back, from the hips, the pelvis, all the way down the legs to your feet and your toes. Relax from your toes and feet, lower legs, upper legs. Relax your hips, your abdomen, and your lower back. Relax your heart center, the upper back, your chest and lungs. Relax from the shoulders all the way down to your fingertips. And back up through the shoulders, relax through the neck and the face, all the way through the top of your head. And now bring your awareness to the heart center, the area just below your sternum. And imagine at your heart center a green lotus flower, which is the color of the heart chakra, the Anahata chakra. And just imagine breathing in and out of your heart chakra. Imagine it being very open. And you can focus, if you like, on the energy of love, peace, harmony, joy. All those feelings of good well-being in and out as you breathe, in and out of your heart chakra. And now slowly take a deep breath and start to bring your awareness back just by moving your fingers and moving your toes. To come out of your relaxation, you can do your palming exercise where you bring your hands together, rub them so they're nice and warm. Place those warm hands over your eyes, block out all the light, and then slowly open your eyes into your palms and relax your gaze. And then when you're ready, you can slowly bring your hands away. Focus on your hands for just a moment and then relax. You can bring your hands down. All right, so we'll wrap up the Hatha Yoga part of the class, and you can bring your hands to the heart. And namaste. All right. So I do send in the attendance for each of our classes, so you can get PD credit for this. So there, I noticed we have an iPad on our class today. And so if you do want to be counted for attendance, you could pop your name into the chat, and then I can add that to the attendance list, because it will show up on the attendance sheet as iPad. If that's important to you and you want that, you can go ahead and put your name in the chat, and I'll make sure you get that. If you guys want to stay on and do some of our meditation, feel free to do that. And if you have things you need to do today and you're ready to start your day, then I'm going to wish you an amazing day. So hopefully you have a really peaceful day. All right, if you'd like to do some meditation, I recommend having a pillow or folded blanket. I actually make mine pretty thick, because when I like to sit, my hips get tight and my foot falls asleep. It's really hard to meditate when that happens. So sitting on a thicker pillow works better for me. So I usually do that. And also, if you do get uncomfortable while meditating, instead of stopping the meditation, right, go ahead and just stretch your leg out and just see if you can stay in that kind of quiet, peaceful space. Meditation is like anything, it's a practice. And you just want to continue as you're practicing to train yourself, right? Train your body to sit, train your mind to get quiet, train your breath to deepen. And I promise you that over time, it will get easier and easier and easier, to the point where your favorite time of the day will be your meditation. It will feel that good. All right. So we'll just close the eyes for a moment. And just like we do at the beginning of the Hatha Yoga class, we start by sitting nice and tall, lengthen from the base of the spine, all the way up to the back, through the top of the head. Relaxing down through the face, the neck and shoulders, down the arms to the fingertips. Relax down through the torso, from the hips, down the legs to the feet and toes. And so today, let's practice a technique called the Shiva breathing technique, which is really where you're just using a sound of the breath to help you focus. And if you want to use your hand to count, the thumb and the tip of the first finger will touch, and that would be a count of 1. And then you take your thumb and you touch the first knuckle, or the little, the first knuckle would be a 2. The next knuckle would be a 3, where the finger and hand come together is a 4. And then 5, 6, 7, 8 on the next finger. Tip of the ring finger would be 9, and then 10, 11, and 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So my thumb is touching the tip of each finger and each knuckle to count. So it's a count of 16 on the hand. So what I do is I just I like resting my hands in my lap. That's comfortable for my shoulders. So what you're going to do, and close your eyes, is when So let me just relax for a moment. So when you inhale, okay, imagine, so your lips are closed softly, your jaws relax, and maybe even the teeth are slightly apart, okay? And it's almost like your mouth is kind of hollow, like everything's relaxed. As you inhale, I want you to think or hear the sound of va. And as you exhale, you're hearing or thinking the sound of she. So inhale is the sound of she, or excuse me. Inhale is the sound of va, exhale is the sound of she. If that makes sense. So just practice the breathing and use the finger to count. So exhale she. Inhale va. And that's one breath, and then you go to the next knuckle. And you just continue for your 16 breaths, and eventually your mind will relax. You might even forget about the sound of the breath. You might forget about the vashi, and that's perfect. Just relax and settle. And then when your mind wanders and thoughts come back in, you can guide it back to the sound of your breath and back to the counting. That's just a tool to help you become very relaxed and deep in your meditation.